holy Lord. Wow, guys, did everybody have a good 4th of July? I know I did. Anyways, I just wanted to say, I went down to Ducati and got the oil changed on this bike and got a new tire put on the back, so I haven't ridden it, but about 40 miles on the new tire in the back. And but anyway, while I was down there, I had a chance to test ride the 821 Monster, and I'll tell you what, man, that is just an unbelievable bike. The modes, the different settings that is on the bike, I really liked. So it goes from 110 horsepower on sport down to urban, and it knocks the horsepower down to about 70 horsepower. And so I'm gonna crack this a little bit, I'm getting too hot here. But anyway, it cracks the, it drops the horsepower down to 70%, well, not 70%, but the 70 horsepower. And I'm telling you, man, what an outstanding bike, man. Ducati, they really did a good job on that bike. And I took it through town, and it was a really nice ride through town. And then I got it on the touring mode and give it a little bit more horsepower. Took it down through some twisty curves, and unfortunately I videoed all of it, and then when I stopped the video, I looked at my camera and there was no SD card. What an idiot, huh? Yeah, I left it in the damn computer. I was so pissed. I mean I got it going. I probably took about a 15-minute video with it, and so I did a 15-minute review on the bike, but I got it on sport mode, man, and it was like, I'm not kidding, going from urban to sport, or from touring to sport, it was like hitting nitrous. I'm not kidding, man. That thing just, it took off. And, you know, I give her a little bit of throttle, and, man, the thing, it's just for an all-around bike, all in all, you know, I mean, if you're going to be, that back tire is a little squirrely there. If you're going to be, you know, you want a multi-purpose bike, that would be the way to go, man, is an 821, because that thing, there's plenty of horsepower, and then there's plenty enough power there. When you turn it on urban, it gives you better fuel mileage, but yet it won't get you in trouble. You know, it's kind of like, I guess, riding, you know, a 70 horsepower bike. So, I mean, but all in all, it was a really good bike, man. I just loved it. I mean, you got a little bit more broader on the handlebars, and you're in a more upright position with the bike. The only thing that I found that I didn't like about it is the kickstand was really hard to get to, and then the rear brake, you have to almost search for it. And then other than that, I didn't really see anything that I did not like about that bike. I mean, if I had the money, I'd definitely be buying myself one, man, because it's a really nice bike. So, you know, for people out there that just want something that, you know, has plenty of horsepower, and you know, but yet they want good fuel mileage to get them around, man, that would be the bike and the tour on, because it sits up in such an upright position that you're really comfortable with. And I was very impressed with the bike, so I would definitely consider recommending it to anybody. I mean, it's just a really nice bike overall. So, unfortunately, I'm getting ready to head back out on the road. More truck repairs on my truck, and I'm not too happy about. And every time I come home, it's harder and harder for me to leave, you know, and it really sucks. So I'm sure I've said that plenty of times, but I just, yeah, I really enjoyed my 4th of July. Little bit excitement. The neighbors caught the bush on fire next door to where we were letting off the fireworks, man. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was with the family. You know, everybody was laughing the whole time. It was just great, man. It was a good feeling to have a really nice 4th of July and a safe one. Oh, I wonder what's going on over there. Mr. Milwaukee police officer. But anyways, yeah, it was a good 4th of July, so I hope everybody enjoyed their 4th. I know I did mine, but anyways, I heard that you have to be pretty careful on these new tires. It's a compound that they put in them for like the breakdown for like molding and stuff like that, for weathering and all kinds of stuff. You have to be careful. So I was just gonna break the tire in a little bit, and then again I have to ride during the evenings because, as everybody knows that lives here in Oregon and Washington, man, we are going through one hell of a dry season here. It's been pretty dry, pretty hot, and I ride with all my gear, so I don't, you know, I definitely have to be covered when I ride, and I don't want to be without it. So little cooler evening, so it's probably one of the coolest evenings that we've had. Damn it, I got a freaking bug in my helmet, man. Oh, I don't know what this guy is gonna do, so I'm just gonna cut the corner here. Yeah, I could definitely feel the ass end kind of feels like I'm on grass on this thing, so I'm gonna be kind of careful with it. Oh, and you know what sucks? Van Halen came to the amphitheater over in Vancouver, and I didn't get to go. One of my favorite bands, Van Halen, and yeah, I didn't get to go. I had a bunch of stuff to do, and I was wore out from over the 4th, and they were playing here on the 7th, and so I didn't get to go to Van Halen, but hopefully we will next time. But yeah, so that's how my 4th went. Stop here, giving you guys a motor vlog before I go back out on the road. And we got a bunch of new trucks in the yard, so hopefully I'll be putting in one. My auxiliary power unit decided to catch on fire, and part of the CPU board that runs the equipment is underneath the bunk, and I woke up and the whole damn inside of the cab was on fire. Well, it was full of smoke, so right. I don't know what the fuck this guy is gonna do, but right next to this guy in this Harley here. Hopefully you guys ain't getting a lot of wind. I turned the mic down on this thing to see if the mic is actually picking up a little bit too much sound, I guess. Sound a little bit too muffled on the, you know, with the mic turned up all the way. So one of the other vloggers told me to set the mic setting down a little lower, so I got it set at 70%. But it is awful windy out here tonight, and we got a lot of clouds too, so but yeah, man, lovely 4th of July. I was gonna stop by Olson and put some 110 octane in this thing to see if it actually run a little bit better, but I started riding a little too late, so I didn't get to. But Yay for the weather. Really nice to ride out here tonight, man, because it's nice and cool. And I ain't burning up. But I just wanted to tell everybody a happy 4th of July. Hope everybody enjoyed it. I'm not going to do too long of a video here. Then again, I don't know how long the battery is going to stay charged because I don't use my GoPro that much, with being out on the road and stuff, but so you riding along. Yeah, they had, I was actually on the 899 Panigale, and you know, I like the bike. What is this broad here? It's kind of scaring me, man. Just keep speeding up and slowing down. I don't like that shit. But I got on the 899 Panigale, and that's also got different modes on it. It's got race mode, the sport, and I think it's got urban on it too. And I got on that thing, and I love the bike. I love the style of the bike. I love the power of the bike. But I don't like the way it's seated on the bike. I don't like the way I'm seated on it, man. It just racks the chones right in the nuts. It hurts too. So I prefer a little bit more